Hello, my name is Judith Klein. I am from Norway. I'm working as a project manager on education for sustainable development. I'm part of the curricular reform in Norway that is held by the Ministry of Education. I'm truly inspired and impressed by the amount, like 200, 300 youth leaders that has actually taught me quite much. I came here with one intention of teaching them a strategy for action. And I must say, honestly, I'm going back with the belief that it's actually upside down. It's the other way around. So I must say, they have taught me a lot, and mostly in the way they are living their values, the way they are like. I come from the approach, a theoretical approach, where you see sustainable development and education for sustainable development in a very theoretical way. And then when we are thinking about change, it's always on a structural level. But on the other hand, being part of this summit in general, and then also being part of the AYUDH panel, my experience is that this is truly transformational. And we've also worked both in the formal sector and the informal sector. And as a teacher, I've been working a lot with transformative education, I thought. But I have to realize that this is truly transformative. And having to put sustainable development and the agenda in the curricula, I'm coming back now with many new thoughts. That wasn't my motivation, but I'm going back with that motivation now. I see the transformative part of it because it's actually changed my point of view a lot. And I know now that I need to listen much more to young people and youth. And if they are representing the new generations, as they are from 24 countries, then it's actually we, the seniors and decision makers, that need to, in much higher degree, listen to what they are saying, taking into consideration what they're saying, and then realize that the change is actually already happening. Because those words, the way of thinking, the way of living, their values, the way of acting and caring, it's like on many scales. That's really appealing for me to see, and it also makes me understand that the change is already happening. And if we want to be promoting change, we also have to create a space for those youth leaders and these young people with these incredible mindsets that the world needs. So we have to actually open up the space for them, listen much more carefully, and even re-educate ourselves. If we want a new world and a more sustainable one, a more just one and a more peaceful world through education and through other things, then we really have to reconsider how we are thinking in our generation and turn our mindsets, and then we have to try to be much more open and listening. So I'm going back with a totally different perspective than with the intention of teaching when I came. I really had the urge to teach. I'm a bit different now. I hope they will understand themselves, how powerful they are, and how important they are in the way they think, they act, and they live, of the being actually, and realize how powerful they are that they are already change makers. So many of the youth that I talk to would ask me questions about how to make greater impact and how to do action on a structural level, which is important still, and I can always give a lot on that, and that's not so difficult for me. But the more difficult part is actually to change your own life. That's the difficult part, especially for seniors. So I hope the amount of youth can go back with an empowered sense and self-understanding, and that they realize how important they are in society, and that they never ever stop to questioning their own structures in their society, that they will raise their voice. Actually, we need to hear them even more. Yeah, it's already there. This is global education, all these topics that they were talking about, all the workshops, and it's truly ownership, because as I could say, this was truly participating in a direct democratic way, and that also has to do with the brilliant leadership, that is new form of leadership, that we also have to learn and be re-educated on, because that's the only way forward. The young people need trust, and they need space, and they need ownership, and we have to trust them. Yes, I think so. I think this is one example. Two things: the methods that I used, taking intergenerational speaks, but it's really highly crucial the way you did it. It's an open space, and it's all created a space where we were talking from our hearts rather than from our titles, and that is crucial when it comes to bringing decision makers together with different NGOs, and so to speak, that we all talk from the point of view of the heart rather than from titles. So if you create a space like this, that we do, then it's the equality among us, that we can talk freely, no agendas, but we're talking from the point of view of being human beings. And I think that is increasingly powerful towards decision makers. And I think also declarations is important. It's really good that we also put so much effort into the outputs of that, and the spreading part afterwards, so it goes directly into different stakeholders. And then I think it's so, you have the foundation there, and you can even highlight some strategical points even more. Like, I would definitely call for a curricular change in every national structure if it is to be considered all the outcomes that came out of these workshops. Everyone talked about sustainability in their education, peace and empathy, justice, yeah, all these lovely things. Learn how to unlearn, critical thinking, and if we're gonna take that into consideration, we really need reforms. Yes, of course. This is a beautiful example of how we can impact and how young people and young leaders should impact the leaders in their own society, but also internationally. So upscale, yes. More people, even now, just guess that I know a lot of networks that could have contributed here. And also even having ministers from different countries would be lovely. More UN representatives, ministers of education from different countries. Yeah, I think definitely it's a potential to upgrade.